Hey there, this is Matt with SpeedWeightLossBook.com. Last week in our newsletter, we asked you what you would like us to cover about weight loss. We try to think of topics that are helpful to our clients or to you listeners and readers out there. But no better way to find out what you want to know than to ask you. So we got a great response from it, and we thank you for all of your questions and suggestions. So we're going to try to tackle these one at a time as we can. And today we want to talk about weight loss plateaus. So the question was, how do I know when I've hit a weight loss plateau? And what do I do to break that plateau? This is an interesting subject. It's actually one that when I read the question, I thought, man, we really haven't covered that yet, but I don't think we have. So here's the thing with weight loss plateaus. They've kind of been made out to be some mystical creature, like, oh, you hit a plateau, and so you've stopped losing weight, and there's all these crazy things you can do to break your plateau. And it's not some crazy thing that just happens all of a sudden. I mean, a plateau is usually a result of one or more things that can be easily controlled or easily fixed. A plateau simply means that really you've stopped losing weight and you're not at your goal yet, right? Okay, so the most common reason I see for that happening is that you've changed your dietary habits little by little over the past few weeks or months and haven't really noticed it because it happened so gradually, and that caused a slowdown in weight loss. So what I like to do with clients is when they hit a plateau or they stop losing weight, look back at their food journal a few weeks ago or a few months ago when they were losing very well or very consistently, and really compare it to this, the current food journaling for the last few days and see how close it is. What happens is often people will start to make little changes. They add a little snack here or a meal there, or they just start changing the foods they're eating very subtly, but over the long term it really adds up into a large dietary change. Then what happens is that the new diet isn't quite as good as the old original one, and they stop losing weight. So that's one important reason to food journal, along with all the others, is that it allows you to look back in time and compare what you're doing now to what you were doing when either the program was working better or whatever other place back in time you want to look back to. So that's one way to get over the plateau. Another way could be to mix up some exercise. Now, as you know, Jeff and I aren't large proponents of the fact that exercise won't necessarily add to weight loss. But I think what it can do sometimes is that if you've been following the same exercise routine and you're just kind of bored with the program, if you set a new exercise routine, or just maybe even one day of a different type of exercise, maybe you've been doing all resistance training, and so now you add in some high intensity interval training, or maybe you start exercising outside because it's spring now and it's nice and you want to get outside and get some sunshine. At least it's nice here in Arizona. Maybe you want to get outside and get some sun and do some different activity. Well, what that can do is re-motivate you for your entire weight loss plan. So you end up starting to stick to the diet better, and you get back into journaling and goal setting and all the stuff that you were doing before. So that's really the skinny on weight loss plateaus. Most of the time, they happen for a reason that you've changed the behavior. Now, there is the chance that if you've lost 10 or 20 pounds since you started and you haven't reconfigured your diet at all, that you're going to have to do that. So let's say you started 2 months ago and you've lost 20 pounds. You're definitely going to need to reevaluate your caloric needs as well as maybe your macronutrient content. So you should be doing that every 10 pounds or so. So what you want to do is go back, recalculate your BMR with your new stats, your new weight, and things like that, and then maybe recalculate, as I said before, your macronutrient percentages. So maybe now you're getting more used to the low carb style. So maybe you were limiting yourself to 100 grams of carbohydrates a day before. Maybe now you can drop that to 80 grams or 60 grams or something like that. because you're getting more familiar with how low carb goes and being familiar with it. So anyway, that's the skinny on weight loss plateaus and how to break them. Thanks.